Oh, welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome, and we're back with some Soul. I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I believe it's supposed to be like a Roman style U, but it is spelled with a V, so who knows? I could be wrong. Not just a font, it's actually, if you look up the game, it's SOVL. This is essentially legally distinct, generic Warhammer Fantasy, old school, essentially, is what it is. You can play this ranked, you can play custom, you can play against the AI, you can do that, you can build special armies. We're just going to do the campaign, which is a roguelite, very similar to something like Slay the Spire, where you have a branching map that you work your way down. Now, I've played a couple times. I lost once, I won once. I won with the Abyssal Legion, so you can see we've unlocked another level here. We start without that, so as you unlock these various things, you get additional stuff. Ooh. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've been watching a lot of people. I saw Janet on occasion play this, and since watching his playthrough, I've seen there's a number of channels that are playing it. I've watched a fair amount of it. Elves seem to be really difficult to play against. So I'm wondering if the elves are fun to play. So I thought maybe we'd try them. We've got an elf noble and we've got an elf mage. I thought maybe we'd go, since I went melee last time with my abyssal. I went with the abyssal champion. I thought maybe we'd try elf mage, go a little bit more magic heavy, and kind of see what it is. We get elf city guard next. You will see that these are very, very similar, although legally distinct, from Warhammer Fantasy. I'm not the world's greatest Warhammer Fantasy. I played a little bit. I played in one kind of long, wasn't a tournament per se, a season at my local game store, where we played, every week we would get together and you, this is kind of a tournament, you'd work your way through the ladder. But that was many years ago. So let us go ahead and see. Now, I think realistically, part of what makes them so badass or so difficult is the archers are just crazy. So elf reavers might be interesting because they give us a little bit more movement and still give us bows. So I'm going to go with those. And then maybe I'm kind of wondering about doubling up on the elf reavers. Let's go with Weapon Master. Let's try not to be too one-dimensional. Now, my mage is going to get a unit, a retinue, and it doesn't tell you what it is. I don't think until you get in. It's probably just like Elven Spearmen or something like that, but we'll find out here in a second. So this should look very familiar to those who played any of these types of games. We've got normal battles, we've got elite battles, we've got stores, we've got mystery random options, and we've got tents to camp. So if we were to go this route, we would have a random, a fight, a store, a camp, and then an elite. We'd go into elite. And we'd be stuck that way. We could come up this way for it. My only worry is if we do this, I'm not sure we're going to have enough money for the store, if I'm honest. This gets us 3 fights. This gets us 2. Well, I guess it's 2 fights and then a store. And we could potentially get something here that we could sell to make money for. But I'm kind of thinking maybe I stay along the bottom road here. So fight, 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 store, fight, fight, random, sleep, store, random, final. Let's do that. I don't know the strategies on this yet. You do make more money when you fight elites. And then for your final boss, I am going to quickly, I realize I don't have any audio going for the game. Let me put my headphones in. This does have audio. It's fine. It's got a little bit of music. So let me go ahead and add. Okay, I think that's working. All right, we'll see how that goes. Oh, I should verify that I put that onto the right channel so we're not messing up too much. All right, so I have. Let's get rid of that. My mic is there. That's on channel 2. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we got a deployment phase here. we've got our Verdant Keepers here, we've got our Weapon Master, we've got our Elf Mage, and he does in fact come with more archers. I might just kind of put both of those maybe in over here so we can get them in some trees. In case somebody starts over there, so we have a shot that way. Or then, I'll stay over here with my Weapon Masters. We might all end up in the trees over here. We'll have to see. And we'll go ahead and hit go. So we are against the Shambling Host, so undead. So we've got Skeleton Warriors. All right. So we take turns going back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and check here. What do we've got? We've got target unit gets 1 skill and re-rolls failed discipline checks this turn. Okay. I'm going to move us up. And 1 skill's not bad. Our skill's 4. So stats here. Skill versus skill for hits. And then once you hit, it is power versus defense. And that ratio determines how many, what target dice you have. Just like Warhammer Fantasy, right? Where you know, so if we're an even, then it's, you know, if it's skill 4 versus skill 4, then I think we should need 4s and up. In fact, we can look to see what their skill is. Their skill is 2, so we've got a 2 bonus. So is that 3s and up? No, it says 4 up, still for us to hit. Now that's 1 skill. You know, let's go ahead and do that. We'll put it on ourselves. So that's our hero right there, right? And then the unit gets to hit. And so our unit is now a skill of 5 against a skill of 2. It's 3+. Okay, that seems to me like it should be a little bit higher, but we'll go with that. So these are our 3+. We get 12 attacks. Everything that turns green is a hit. That means they have to defend. They needed a 4+ because their defense is 3 and our power is 3, right? So they equal, so that's a 4+, 50-50 chance. They made 3 of them. So that means they lost the other 5, and you can see they lost a rank. So again, these are our ranks of warriors. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when they get in melee. Determines like how many of those people could fight. For instance, spears and halberds I think can fight in multiple ranks, whereas other characters can only fight the front rank. If you were to flank, only the guy on the end. So if we were to come in from here and attack in melee, only this guy would get to attack. If they had multiple ranks, whatever guys are on the rank following, right? Whether it be a row or a column. So we did okay there. So next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move you up as well, and we'll do a little rotate, and we'll in there, and we get a 4+ here. You see we do have range, so we are -1 for long range, so that's where we have our negative, right? So I was right, we should have been slightly better, but range is an issue. I'm going to move us up a little bit farther. It's not going to be enough to get us in range, but we'll just go ahead and take our shot. So we had 5. I'm assuming we've got 5. Yep, there we go. So we've got, oh, this is our elf reavers. This is our bowmen. I had them backwards. No, I didn't. I mean, they were archers. I was thinking they're the weapon masters. So they're bigger. They're a horse. So they're a 2 length instead of a 1 length. And they have 2 wounds instead of just 1. Whereas if you come down here, our main hero has 3, but the actual rest of the bowmen just have 1. And then we take a look here. We've got 2 ranks. And if we look down here, so power 4, they've only got 1 wound and 1 attack. But they have a great weapon, so they get an additional bonus to their power, and you can see it adds it right there for you. And then they also get a charge bonus. So when we charge, we get an additional, we'll go up to 5. They're swift, so they get some extra movement. They've got heavy armor, which balances out that movement, but gets them a defense. And they're mastery, so they re-roll missed attack rolls, which is badass. So we'll activate them. Yeah, and we'll just, you know what, I'm going to move them a little bit over like that. Just to keep our firing arcs clear. Excuse me. So, next thing. You can see charge ranges. I'm going to click it here in a second. I don't believe anybody's got an available charge here. This is their charge range. You hold down C to get that. You hold down X to get ours. So they are in my charge range for my Reavers. We can get in there and make that charge if we want to. I don't know if we do. I don't know. Let's take a look here. So we've got hand weapons. So we do get a charge bonus of +1 power. So that will take our power to 4. We've got short bows. They're a power of 3, just a straight ranged. So this is their melee power. Then their short bow weapon is a power of 3. So that could be 2 different things. And they're swift. So if we charge, we're actually going to go up to a power of 4, which is better than what we have. So what I'm going to do is we're going to charge there, and you can see it tells us we're going to end up on the flank. So that means they're only going to get 1 attack back. That's the only charge we're going to get. Now, if we hold down Shift and C, we'd see if they have range. They don't. We hold down Shift and range for us. You can see there's our range. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us short, medium, long range. It just tells us what's in the firing arc. You can see you can fire at stuff within trees in a forest, but you can't fire on stuff on the back side of a forest. You also can't charge stuff on the back side of a forest. You can charge from within the forest and out. You can charge from outside in, but you can't charge all the way through a forest or shoot that way. So we'll go ahead and we'll confirm that. If you already know about this, like I say, I'm not the world's biggest Warhammer expert, so fantasy expert. So I'm going to move here. We're going to line up for a charge next time. But now we're going to take, and we're going to end your turn. We're going to come here. We are going to get them a skill and a discipline test. So if we lose a fight, a melee fight, the difference in damage done is going to determine a roll based on our discipline. So this is going to get us, if we were to fail this fight and lose the roll, we could re-roll it. So I don't think it's likely, but you never know. And we'll go ahead and take some. Now, see, we can't, they're out of our range there. So we're going to move up. We're going to spin a little bit. Now, 3+. Yeah. We can't shoot into melee. So I wanted to make sure we got this shot before we rolled in. And we got 6 of them that time. There's all our dice rolls. We'll go ahead and hit done. So now, next phase will start. Oh, sorry, melee first. Phases are charge, then your activation, your movement, and your ranged, then melee at the end. And then your discipline rolls to determine who fails. So we're at the very end, more or less, here. So once again, we are going to get our attack rolls. We get 10 because we have 2 attacks per guy. 5, we get all of them regardless of how many match up face to face. We'll go roll 3. We managed to get 8 of our 10. He did pretty good on his saves, even though they're 5+, he got 50%. So we got a little bit hosed on those, but we still won, and he failed his discipline roll. But it didn't matter because they were dead. All right, he's going to attack. What we can do now is we can actually intercept. So he's going to get a bonus potentially on his attack, right? He's got hand weapons. See, he gets a charge bonus whenever he charges. So if we let this happen, we can countercharge, but we both count as charging. We both get our charge bonus. But if I intercept like this from the back or the rear, then he doesn't get his charge. His charge disappears. See, that arrow goes away. Now I can charge him from the front. I'll get my charge bonuses from here. He won't get his at all. That's the idea. These happen in the order that you pick them, so be very careful as you determine your hold on a second. I'm just realizing that the bar, there we go, that I think brought it up, was behind the taskbar. So be careful the order, because sometimes things are going to move in and that's going to block the next person from getting in. So order of operations is a thing. I'm not great at it, but I know it's a thing. So now we'll go ahead and charge. Not much we can do here. We've already cast our 2 spells. We can't range anything, so we're just going to hit done. So now we'll go into melee. And we got our first charge here. We got 10 chances, 3+. We got 7. We got a re-roll on those. Is that from... Oh, that was from the Elf Mastery. That's right. So we re-rolled. So we ended up hitting 10. He saved 4 of them. Now he hit back. He hit us twice. We get a 3+. We made 1. We lost 1 guy. Now our Reavers are going to come, our Verdant Keeper. Yeah, Reavers, that's what they're called. Yeah, so we're going to come in here. We get 10 more hits. We got 6. They're dead. They do get a fight back, you know, for there, but that was it. And there's a win, 11-1 on that one. So at the end of each fight, you're going to get 1 XP. It doesn't have anything to do with how much damage you do or anything like that. You complete the fight, you get an XP. So it counts up. We lost 1 guy. You will occasionally restore 1 guy just on the screen. You know, an injured guy that you recover versus a dead guy type of thing. We didn't get our guy back. That's fine. So now we have a choice as to whether we want to do a heal, a rest, or do we want to loot. I'm going to go all loot. We're only down 1 guy. We can restore 2 to 3. So generally speaking, if I'm under that, if we were lost 3 people, I would probably have done it. And we'll go ahead and we'll do that. So next fight, we should get an additional. I said we were going to go up here, right? We should get our level 2 guys, our level 1 guys, excuse me, will get a level. So your mage, your starting character, and his retinue start at level 2. Everybody else starts at level 1. And I think I'm going to do kind of the same thing. Might put these guys in the trees too, and then leave these guys out here on the edge if I can get them in. Go just out of the way for a moment. See how close I can get before I hit that rock. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll wheel in so these are both in the tree in case they have ranged. Roaming brigands, I think that's essentially going to be Imperials, and they might have ranged. So they've got Imperial swords and Imperial archers. So they do have ranged. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if we hold down Shift C, we can see they've got a huge range for the bowmen. So I'm going to kind of figure out a way to do this. Move up. Move into the trees. Spin that way. There we go. Now he's going to shoot. He's the only one. We could have moved him out of range too, but I just figured to put him in the trees. Then with his own defense, hopefully that would be okay. Then, you know, I'm going to go with you first. I think that'll be okay. Still long range. I didn't see a better way to do it though. We'll take a couple shots. He made his 1 save. So they, even though they do a range, they are probably still better on the charge. All right, I think we can agree on that at the moment. I think I can still get the shot there. I can. You know what? Still long range. I mean, it looks like we hit it, but not enough. I'm just going to take the shot. I'll save our spell to put on these guys next turn for when they hopefully charge in. Although that's pretty good. I mean, we got good hits, but they made a lot of saves. 3+, right? They should save 4 of those. So they overachieved a little bit. We were dead on for our odds there. And I think we say done there. Do I have a charge? Here's the question. I didn't actually look to see if my charge would hit. Yes, we can get into the side, and I think we do. So we go ahead and take that. We'll confirm. We'll move him up, and he can help finish it if we need to. He's going to shoot there. That's nice, because now we can move out of the trees. We don't have to... We failed it, of course. That's how it goes. And being in the trees does significantly slow you down. I don't think that's going to get us anything, if I'm honest. Nope. He blocks us. So we're just going to put this on here. That'll get him that extra, 1 power? Is that what it was? 1 skill. Right, so we should have a few more hits. So we're done. Into melee. We got our 10 hits from the 3+. Nice. He only made 2 saves. He got both his hits though, but we made, oh, look at that. We stacked the dice there. So we win by 6. So he had to have a 2 or lower to make it, which is obviously difficult on 2d6. And so he flies. Now, on our difficulty level, they will not rally. Our characters have a chance of rallying. Their characters do not. That's like level 3 or 4 as you work your way up. I showed you that skill earlier. There's a difficulty level where they start to rally. But at this point, it doesn't. There's no point in attacking them in the back. If you do so, they get to attack you. Right now, they're gone. They're out of there. Once they leave the map, their confidence level will drop even more, but they're out of the fight for now. So just ignore them. You're just going to lose people. There's no extra XP. There's no extra loot for killing them. But this difficulty level, just let them go. So I don't have a charge anywhere I want, so we're going to skip charges. We're going to confirm. He's going to take his one shot, and we're going to eat some arrows. More arrows than I wanted to. I lost us 2 characters, unfortunately. But we're going to go up to here. We'll take a shot, and then we'll charge him next turn. He made his one save. Yeah, they are significantly better as a melee unit. And once again, we'll go up to there. And you know what? I think we're better off just doing that. And once again, we'll do a little divine favor on him. And we'll be done. And we'll have our charge. Again, he's just going to run off the map. Be nicer if we had a flank charge. They're going to get full... what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to get their full ranks, right? So 5 people across. They should get 5 attacks, because I believe they're a double stack. Yeah. And we should get 6 attacks, I think. And we're going to keep moving you forward. Maybe next turn we can get in on the flank if we need to. Not much for these guys to do ranged at the moment. We could have taken a pot shot at them, but again, there's no reason to right now. So yeah. If you attack on the flank or the back, you get additional points towards your victory, towards that combat round victory automatically. That's what else it gets you. So they fled the board. We're going to roll to hit. We got our 6 hits. Like I said, we made 5 of them. Not bad. They made 2 saves. They did get 10 attacks back. So both ranks did. Okay, we'll have to pay attention to that, because I know some things specifically say additional ranks can fight. So maybe the first 2 can, but by the time you get to the third, I'm not sure exactly. We're going to roll the save, and we made 2 of them, so we did okay. We took 1 damage, but we didn't have any die. They missed their save. They needed a 6 or lower when all is said and done, and we get our victory. All right, now we'll just go through a little bit faster. I think I've explained everything there is to explain. See, we got 1 guy there, but we didn't get any here, so we might want to take that. Let's take a look at our level up. These guys, we can... more skill or more unit size? I'm going to go unit size for now. Some of these that have low healing, you can get a bunch in, but once you get hit once, it's like you only get 1 or 2 back every time, you know, you have a chance to rest. So, like I said, we're gonna take our 2 to 3 here, but that's only going to get us to 11. Our verdant, so we could get a 50% base replenishment. Now, there's only 5 of these guys, but they do have 2 health. And I don't really care about these at the moment. The +5 gold when looting is not bad, but I think I'm just going to take this. That will help us a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and we'll get them back up to max. And then we'll take the money for here. Not a lot, but we're up to 250. And that's why I was worried that we wouldn't get enough money to do anything down here. Shambling host, undead again. All right, so unlikely to see archer, so we could more or less stand out in the open, I think, if we want. In fact, we could go here because they can shoot over a chasm. Chasm? You do a CH or a K? Let me know down below. A hard K, I guess. These you can't shoot over. They're impassable, and they block line of sight. These don't block line of sight, and flying creatures can fly over them, but they can't end on top of them. But you can archer over them all day long. And we'll go there. All right, zombies. Zombies are a little bit tougher than skeletons, in my opinion. 3 ranks, right? So if we take a look, they're reanimated, so they don't fail discipline tests, but if they do fail a discipline test, undead crumble. They don't run away. But it means we're going to have to kill them all, which is a little bit difficult. They are unarmed, though, so you can see they have a low power, so our armor should hopefully be an advantage for us. So I'm just going to... run up to here. I think that should get me... Oh, yeah, I can check my range here. So that should get me in range. And I'm just looking to put some arrows into him is all. Soften him up. Maybe we kill 1 or 2. Hey, we got 2. There we go. And I'll be done with you. And I'm going to run you just up to the edge here. I'm just going to give us the bonus to skill this time. And then we're going to take a 3+ shot. All right, we got 4. Not too bad. Like I said, we got to kill everything. So, you know, the question of how you want to do that. All right, I think we start with our archers. If we go first, we go first. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, no charges. I could charge there, but I'm going to get a side charge. So no. So we're going to skip charges. Yep. He is going to be in our charge range here shortly. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you this, but then I'm going to shoot here. And you're hopefully going to have a flank charge, so it's not going to be as big a deal if we can get him down to just 2 flanks, or 2 ranks, right? So only 2 people can attack from them. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but I think we go here. I think that'll let us get the flank. We're going to also take a bow shot into him before we do that. Not bad. 2 more dead. It'd be nice if we got that last one. They're done. And then you, can I get a flank attack on them too? We'll find out. I think we're still in his zone there. So we'll have to see. Yeah, so he got his. Now I want to get this flank shot. If we wait, we're in his charge range. So if we wait, if we do this counter charge first, this guy's going to charge into the front of us. We want to get this side charge. And then we'll come over here and we'll do this. Now it looks like it doesn't matter. It looks like it still allowed him to counter it. So, oh well. Kind of stinks. It was worth a chance. Worth a try. Nothing I can do there, so we finish. They got a bunch of hits. We get some saves, 3+. We made most of them. We get 6 hits back. We rolled up to 9, and they lose a bunch. Now again, they're not going to fail, but 3 will crumble. 1d3 will crumble. So there's only 1 guy left there. We're going to attack there. We got 7, not too bad. They made most of their saves, unfortunately. They only got 2 hits though, so we should be okay. We still win. They lost, and they crumbled, and it was only 1. I think I guess actually, hold on. We could. Oh, I can't charge over, but I could have charged them in if I had them set up properly. Just because they're ranged doesn't mean they can't. Doesn't mean they can't. You can't charge. I kind of stuck myself behind that rock. Excuse me. Not too shabby. Reroll. There we go. They only make 1 save. They're done. Now, in my opinion, I played a very melee-heavy game last time with my Chaos, and Undead were the one that messed me up the most because they don't break. You have to fight them through it. It became wars of attrition. And so Undead in a war of attrition really attrited me, unfortunately. So there we go. We got some levels. We didn't get any extra people out of that one, unfortunately. We'll take 3 models there. We'll go there. So I can get an additional spell attack. At the moment, I don't have a spell attack, per se. I mean, it does get us 1 additional spell. If we get an attack, we'd get an additional power to our spells. 1 skill. That was what we already have. You know, I'll go for an extra spell attack. We'll just hope we get something at some point. But for now, that was kind of a waste. So, reroll 1s on ranged attacks. That's pretty good because these guys are mostly ranged attacks. So the question is, would we get more benefit out of 3 more archers, or we can get more benefit on our rolls? So are we going to get more hits with just 3 more dice rolls, or more hits on that extra roll? I'm going to go here. I don't really know. I just like re-rolling. And we'll take some money. So we're up to 330. So hopefully we'll be able to buy a new unit when we get to the store here. So we can buy units and we can upgrade our characters. So here we can get Arcane Web. So that unit would have 0 movement speed if we wanted to do that. Now we only have enough for 1 group here. If we go with this, this is going to replace our archers here with this as a retinue. I like the elf reavers actually quite a lot, but I like our mage being back here with these guys out of the way, because he's not going to be a melee character, I don't believe, for us, generally speaking. So I think I'm going to skip on that. Now, wouldn't hurt to have some elf lancers. Bolt throwers are nice. I'm not 100% sure. If they work like the Dwarven cannon, they do 2 damage instead of 1 damage to a character with multiple hit points. So each hit does 2 damage, but if that hit only hits a character with 1, that second one's wasted, essentially, is a way to think about it. So they're better against monsters and heroes and that sort of stuff than they are against regular mobs. We seem to be doing okay with stuff. We haven't fought any of those yet. I'm kind of thinking I might take one, but the elf lancers would be nice to have some speed. I'm going to go with some elf lancers. And then I'm going to take Arcane Web, so we have another way to kind of slow people down. With a speed of 0, they can't even turn, so we could hold a flank that way against somebody. That leaves us 117. We come down here. Banner of Mist gives us essentially counts as cover, so -1, which would be great for us, especially for our weapon masters because they're not terribly fast. We could get them an additional movement too. More power for our archers wouldn't be bad either. We can only kind of do 2 of these things. I'm kind of thinking more power, so we're more likely to damage people with them. I think they'll do a lot of damage as the game goes by. And then I think our weapon masters, more movement would be nice. I'm going to go with Banner of Mist. I think that's what we'll go with. Hop into here, another fight. All right. Bandit gang again. All right, so this is going to be Imperial again. Deployment phase. How do I want to do this? I might just barely put you in the forest. I don't know if that counts or not. I'm going to leave him out for now. There's not a lot of... If we go you, we can slide you into the trees there. Right? And then you hold that flank. And then we can charge up this direction with these guys. On anything on this side. All right, they ended up there. So that's fine. The Imperial handgunners are a pain in the ass. But we're out of range of them, huh? Just barely. If we were to set up on this side, they would really have they wouldn't be able to get us very easily. They don't have much of a range there either. I'm kind of thinking, you know, I'm going to just move this guy up first. I'm up to maybe to here. Right? Because then, yeah, he's not going to easily be able to get a shot at them. All right, now you, same kind of thing. If I go to here, you're not in my range there either. That's fine. Fine, I'm going to wrap you up to here. All right, and there's, yeah, you don't have anybody to shoot. All right, now you... move you up to here. Let me put Arcane Web on him because I don't think he can shoot anybody right now. The trees and his own guys are blocking his shot. And we'll just put some arrows out. And he made all of his saves. 3+. He should make... We should have got 2 hits out of that. Oh well. Is what it is. Yep. Still safe there. No charges. Oh, he did sneak. I didn't think he should be able to move. Oh, was that just last time? Oh, he'd already moved. We screwed it up. It's only for that turn. So if they've moved that turn, they've moved that turn. That doesn't carry over to their next. Good to know. Good to know. All right. I was going to divine favor them, but I don't think it makes sense. It doesn't make sense because it's not going to be this turn, right? So for the same reason, he's not going to be in combat this turn. So they made a couple saves. So we wasted that. All right, now this is where I want these guys to get in here. So, what's their charge rate? Right, so we're out of their... I'm going to leave us back a little bit, so I'm not quite sure. We move into these trees. That rock is an actual rock. Oh, just barely. Okay, that's fine. I thought I was in the trees enough that the trees wouldn't block me. And they don't completely. It says I can shoot that way. I'm not sure why I can shoot through the trees there, but I can't shoot through the trees here. I don't know. Don't know. Okay, that's fine. Next turn, we'll get a charge in that way. Oh wait, there's no point in doing this one yet. We'll counter that charge. Then we'll take this one. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to pop up. And again, it's not going to let me make that charge for no apparent reason. Again, I'm not sure why. But I'd hoped to be able to get into his flank on this one. But when they showed us that the range shot was going to work, I reasonably certain the charge wasn't going to work. All right, he doesn't have much to do, but you know what, can I get to a point where I have a shot at you? Not yet. You know, that's okay. We'll go there. We're going to give you divine favor. You, and we're done. I don't have anybody to shoot yet. Who do I want to roll into first? I think that'll let me get into his side. All right, he only got 5 hits out of all that. Okay. Now we still failed 3 of them. Which I guess is, you know, dice. We got all 12 there. And he made his... That was average. And he failed and he's gone. So we'll be able to continue our charge into this guy, by the way. So if you break somebody, we'll be able to charge into the next one, right? Because melee happens, and then the end of the turn, and then charge happens instantly. That guy's not going to get a chance to get away. We roll in with our 10. We only had 4s to hit, but he only made 2 saves on it. He made his attack rolls. Is our defense better? Not great. But we still won. He did make his roll, though. So we might be better off now. So I would say we're going to charge into you there. There's no point in doing you, but you're going to wheel and hit him in the back next turn. You are going to cast on him for Divine Favor, and you're done. You are going to spin up, and assuming if that guy's not dead yet, you will get a shot that way. All right, not too bad. Good saves on his part. And we have equally good saves? Yes. So again, not a huge win, but he still failed it. He only needed an 8 or lower and he missed it. So we got a little lucky there. Come in here on the side. We didn't get our reroll, but that's okay. He only made 2 saves. He only gets 2 attack backs. And we rolled a 1. But that should be it. There's no way he's going to make that. Nah, he needed double 1s. I really struggled my first game of this. Got my ass handed to me. Partly unit composition more than anything else. And then the second one, I never felt confident, but I still won. I always felt like I was so far behind on attrition for my units that I was really struggling for that. But you can see we lost 4 guys there. We only got 1 of them back. I'm going to take that. We'll take the money there. We'll take the money there. This is such a small unit. I feel like I'm going to take the replenishment. I'd like to keep them up. Their replenishment's not very good. If we fall behind on that, we're in trouble. This is tough. That's 2 elites and a regular fight in the middle. I don't think I'm up to that. I think we're going to stay the southern route. And my phone's beeping. Is it just a text? Is it an important text? It is a text. Is it an important text? It is kind of an important text. Hold on a second. I need to check my calendar. All right, wide open spaces, huh? Dwarven mining crew. Now they could have ranged. They very well could have ranged. I don't know. I think we just go in the middle and we just go right up. I think we just go right up. I mean, I guess we could go to one side. Just in case, that way we could flank somebody if we need to. All right, what do they got? They do have Imperial archers, and they've got dwarf miners. Okay, so the mining crew is a mix of Imperial and dwarf. All right. You know what? I'm just going to move up. I'm going to cast +1 skill on myself for this one. And then we'll, we want to, I already cast my, I was going to say we could stop somebody from doing something, but how do we do? We got a couple. Got a couple. The dwarves are generally pretty defensive, you know, so. I might go straight in on these guys. And then maybe next turn, depending on how it goes, we try to shadow them so they can't do anything. What's their... All right, so he can't charge us, but we can charge him. That's where we want to be. And then we'll arrow him. If we can get a kill or 2. Ooh, we got 4. That's significantly better than I expected. You're done. Oh, that's just kind of in, huh? All right. I think if we get the chance to charge first, we do this first to lock him on it. He can countercharge, but he can't charge anybody else. Then that should allow us to charge into the side there, I think. And then I'm just going to kind of move you this way because at some point we'll need to deal with you. No combat, skip and phase, into charge. We want to do this first if it gives us the option. It did not. But can we charge? We go there, counter. Can I then still get into here in the intercept? Ah, so we had to do things a little differently, but we got there in the end. So we're going to confirm those charges. He moved down where we get an arrow shot on him, which is nice. He's not going to get a charge this turn. The question is, do I care? I'll put Divine Favor on you. I'll take the shot into you. And you're done. All right, so if I get into combat, he's not really going to be able to shoot anybody for a little while. I'm just wondering, do we just do a straight face-to-face? Well, hold on. What's his charge range? What's my charge range? Okay, that should get me the charge, but not get him the charge. All right, we got the bonus, and yeah, we get the bonus. Okay, we got 3. They got 5 attacks back. We only made 1 save. Ouch, that hurts. Well, it is 5+, though. What is their power? Their power's 4. What's our defense? Our defense, oh, I can't look right now. Our defense here is 5. So we should have done that opposite, essentially. But we're gonna win this one. We just took some unnecessary hits. And now we'll probably get archered too. No, you know what? Because we're gonna charge here. And then we're gonna charge here. Now that gun can't shoot anybody. You can turn around, and assuming there's somebody left, you can get a flank. You don't really have much to do. I guess we can arrow that guy just because we can. There's no real reason. Like I said, it doesn't get us anything. But it just feels like a turn better spent, you know? All right. Lance is down. We only got 5 hits, but they only made 1 save. They get 10 attacks back. We rolled 2 ones, so we lose somebody as well. But we win by 2. Is that enough? No, they roll a 3. All right, now here. There we go, 9 out of 10. They only make 2, they're done. They're done. Well, they do get 5 hits. We only have a 4+. Defense on these guys, if we get a chance, would be great. And they hold. Yeah, they're offensively, they're super cool, but defensively, not as much. Not as much. Yeah, don't have much to do. Skip the phase. Right into melee. Good hits. But they made 3 saves. Well, as long as we make one of these, we can still win the... Nope, we lost. They made 4. All right. Roll the test. We made it, though. We get a 2. We don't break. That looks pretty good. I say offensively, they're juggernauts. We just got to get their defense better. Now it kind of ended up wasted because now they're going to get an attack back that they might not have gotten. Oh, no, it didn't give it to them. It's all us. And they're going to rout this turn. So I don't think it really matters. I guess we are going to do this attack, but it'll be over one way or the other after that. They failed everything. They got 2. We can't lose this fight, but it'd be nice. I was going to say it'd be nice not to lose any people. He breaks, but it doesn't matter. They're routing this turn. Well, again, some attrition I didn't really want to take. But we got a bunch of level ups. I got a couple people back. We might be able to not... No, I want to take the money. 69. Nice. All right. Gold Whispers. So great weapons, heavy. I guess skill? I mean, or do we just do max unit size? Their skill's not bad. Right? I mean, and they reroll missed attacks already. So I don't know that skill is hugely important. I think we go max unit size in this case. I mean, they're up to 20, but look, I can only get 2 to 3 back in a turn. Right? This is what I'm saying. Some of these are just, they're just become impossible to get filled up at the end. These guys might be a little bit better to have big. They do get those 2 attacks, which is, I think they get 2 attacks. Yeah, they got 2 attacks, which is really nice. So maybe it'd be good to get them. Now, more skill wouldn't be bad either. I'll go max unit size on these guys for now. And we'll go ahead and we'll do a replenishment. So we're a bigger unit than we were, just not huge. And again, this is another group that it's difficult to keep replenished. But they've been pretty good for us so far. They also get 2 attacks. So we're getting ourselves potentially 6 more attacks. Now, it depends on what they end up. Of course, we only get 1 guy out of that, right? So we're not even back up to our previous max unit size. But we're going to get a rest here, and then we'll get a store. Potentially, we won't lose any more people. We'll get a chance to rest before we hit that. Ancient Place, let's enter the circle. Ah, we get a new spell. All right, Shadow Bolt, 3 power 4 hits, range 18. That's not huge range, but it's something. 1,000 Mouths, 3d3 power 2 hits. So we could get potentially 9 low power hits. So this would be obviously against unarmored things. That's going to be what it's worth. Whereas this is power 4. Primal Fury, 1 power and reroll missed attack turns this turn. We've got 1 unit that already rerolls those, but that wouldn't be bad. I mean, that'd be bad on a lot of our, I mean, good on a lot of our units. Even the archers we have with our own character, right? Because we've got 15 people in that. Rerolls could be potentially nice and more power, more likely. I'm going to go with that. Not offensive per se, but so we're going to get some people back here. Then we're going to get a chance to train or replenish rather than loot or replenish, right? So in this case, obviously we want to take those because they get us a level and we didn't need any replenishing. You can go there. So 1 more power to spell attacks. We don't have any spell attacks at the moment. So I think we just go 5% post-battle income. Nothing we have actually does damage yet. So I don't think it matters. We'll go with that. And then our archers, more skill. 50% base unit replenishment, but we don't really get, they don't get shot that often. So we'll go for more skill. We're going to try to get a few more people in there. We really need to level them up to get more attrition, but we're 3 fights away from that. So, and again, I'm going to kind of try to max out there. So we're about as close as, we don't have shit for money at this point. We're not going to get a unit out of this, unfortunately. We could get Radiant Shield. Target unit rerolls failed damage saves this turn. That wouldn't be bad, especially for our very offensive, but not very defensive weapon masters. War Banner, just more combat score wouldn't be bad. More movement for them wouldn't be bad either. That's once per battle. Just straight combat score for them. More movement. I don't know that the Lancers need a lot. That wouldn't be bad as they charge in. Kind of thinking we go this. Then what's prowess? 2 skill. That's not bad, but he doesn't fight anything very often. Again, that's not super useful for them because they're not going to be in melee very often. That wouldn't be bad, right? We've got 12 people in that unit. That would get us 24 attacks. And if we re-roll, We could really mess some people up with this. Ooh, I think I'm going to go for that. And then I can do... I don't want these guys to get stuck in for too long. I don't want any of these guys to get stuck in for too long. I'm kind of thinking combat score, though, that just gets them a bonus towards that resolution. And then cover wouldn't be bad for them. Let's do cover. All right, another random. Treacherous. Okay, so I like this unit a lot. Generally, if you search, my opinion, my experience on this, watching videos and playing, is if you search, you get them back. Some of them are going to be dead, but they're going to be improved in some way. If you wait, they come back as an undead unit. And I've got some good undead units out of it. But undead units don't break, they crumble, so if you lose more and more, and they've been fairly difficult to replace. I think I'm going to take a couple dead people and hope that they just are better. They got a level up. All right. So we did lose 2 of them, but they get a level up. And I could do that right here. I guess we go for skill. I don't know that it's not bad. It's just, I don't know that it's hugely important, but it doesn't. All right. So it's going to be undead. Marius the Undying. They're going to start. This is a great blocker. Again, we can shoot over it. So I kind of think I want to just put my Elf Mage here. I can put my Weapon Masters here. Put you guys here and you guys here. We'll see how that goes. All right. What does he have? He's got Skellies. Skellies don't scare me too much. He's with here. He's with his warriors there. He does have some dire wolves and he does have some skeleton knights. The skeleton knights, heavy armor, so they get some additional defense, more defense from their shield, and they don't break. So they've got really good defense. These guys have decent speed. It doesn't tell you your speed here, which is a little annoying. I think it should tell you your speed on that, but it is what it is. They do get 2 attacks, though. They're not super defensive or skillful, but they've got a little bit of power. So they can be dangerous. I think we're probably okay there, but good to know. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to move you guys up. What's their charge radius? A little bit of a... I think that's probably still safe, and I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to hopefully wait for these guys to move up, so maybe we get some close range with these guys. And you're done. Who moves up? Nope, they moved. I'm going to move these guys up to here. I want to get to a point where nothing can flank me from that side, right? Just to get us a little more defense. They have to wrap all the way around. What's their charge? We are still out of their charge for a turn. All right. I might... I've got these guys here, so I was thinking I might keep these guys down to go after them. But I'm kind of wondering now is if I ignore the skeletons for a turn. These guys maybe go into here next turn. And then we ignore them completely. I wrap these guys around to flank into them. Or maybe even do the main. I don't know. I'm going to move up. Maybe I just take the hit on them. It's 3+ already. What's their charge radius? I could turn around and run back next time. I'm trying to get us into... There. Okay. So now we're 2. So now if we were to give ourselves Primal Fury, So more power and attack rolls this turn. We probably want more power against these guys too, so maybe we should save one of those for that. And then we take our 12 shots into them. We had 11 hits. They made 5 of them, but they lost a whole rank. That's not too bad. And then maybe I... back there. Okay. They're the... now I'm kind of wondering. Because I think, like... I can't quite get this. This is going to be a head-on. Which is, I think, okay. Hold on. I want the... oh, I can't back up. I double-clicked to accept it. I wanted to be out so they couldn't countercharge me. So that was a mistake. They'll get a charge bonus on this now. Okay. That's okay. All right. Charge phase. Oh. If I go here, they're almost certainly going to countercharge me and get into here. But you can go into there. I'm going to see what happens if I go here. And then he, I don't think, can do anything because he's to the side. And then we could potentially roll on into him. They're getting kind of messed up over there. That's fine. So we're going to go here. What if... they haven't moved yet. What if we freeze them for a turn? And then we just take some shots into this guy. Okay, got a rank gone. That's not too bad. The dogs are almost certainly going to charge us this turn. But I think they can only get either him or him in. They might be able to get the dogs in on the flank. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I might actually be able to just turn this a little bit. What if I move up a little bit closer and then I turn this way? Go up a little bit more. All right, something like that. Maybe even a little bit more like that. I don't want him to be able to get into the side. I'm not sure if he can. I'm trying to make it harder for him to get to the side. That's the idea. We'll go with, I don't know if that's going to do it or not. I have a hard time predicting charges. Okay, I think he moved up just enough to get the charge and to stay out of mine. All right, so we get our +1, right, already. We got 6 hits there. He only makes 2 saves. All right, there's a rank gone. That'll be useful, right? We made 3 of our saves. We lost 1 guy. We're going to roll here. 9 hits. He made good saves, though, huh? And he did get a hit. Can we save it? No, we rolled a 1. We always roll a 1. But we won the fight. I don't think... but he's going to crumble. Ah, that's right. That's a pain in the ass. I keep forgetting that, because I was thinking he could break and then we could charge into the next. Now, see, he's going to get a shot in the back on us here. I could charge there, but that's going to let them do that. So I'm not going to. I'm going to skip my charges. He's almost certainly going to... oh, is he not going to charge from the back? Do they not charge? No, I was going to say, they got to charge him from the back, right? Yeah. A lot of charges. Now, unfortunately, we can't arrow into those others, but we can. I'm going to re-roll defense for them. And then we're going to shoot into this guy, because we're close range. Let's knock a few of them out. 5 more gone, another rank gone. All right, you're done. Yeah, and see, it made it hard for them to get a flank off. All right, we rolled a hit. Oh, I made 3 of them. Damn it. They attack. But they only got 1. And we could have re-rolled it, I guess. We might still need 2 from him. Okay, so they're gone. Now he's going to attack in, though. That's 4. But we made all of them. Nice. Now, we only get 2 hits because we've only got the 1 guy here with his 2 attacks. So, well, it's saying this guy gets the attack. I don't know. I don't know. He saved both. All right, they get into the back. Can we roll? No, we rolled like crap. So it's a draw. We flip back around. It's now 2 separate fights. We make some saves this time. There we go. 5+ though. Our defense is not great. This is who I really wanted that to be on. But we just rolled a boatload of hits. But they rolled a boatload of saves. But they failed and they're gone because they are not undead. All right. So I want a side shot into here. We're going to confirm that. There we go. That'll work. You are going to... defend there. The unit itself not do... I'm wondering why it's not letting me... I know I haven't noticed whether that was available before or not. So that's the unit thing, right? One attack. I don't know. Maybe that's melee attack, and because I'm not in melee, it's not doing it. That's entirely possible. That's okay, though. We did some hits. We only made 4 saves. Lost a whole rank. Not too bad. Yeah, there we go. I like that. All right, you're done. Let's see where it goes first. All right. 8 hits on a 4+. They did a little bit better than expected. We did exactly as expected. Attack back. Again. Okay. Does this count as just one fight? Interesting. Well, we won by 3, so some of them will crumble, but only 1. But we got 3 on that side. Okay. So that's not too bad, but you can see how much the attrition is here, right? Because this fight is the main fight for this side, but we have a whole nother map to go through. So this attrition is kicking our ass. We made the save there, though. We got 7 hits. We rolled another 8. Another 1, excuse me, up to 8. They're gone. There we go. All right. Next charge. Confirm. Is that what I wanted to do? Yeah, he's charging me anyway, so I had to. I had to do a counter charge. So I might have preferred to, but we can get a flank charge here, right? So I'm going to go here. Here. I'm going to do Primal Fury on... You got a lot of guys to kill. I'm going to do it on the Lancers. All right, that's a lot of hits, but it's dice. We're pretty well on the averages here so far. See, we're winning fights, but we're losing people. And he only loses 1 each time. Can we lose 3 on this side again? Only 2. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. But we could lose those. Those units can be wiped out. We don't lose the unit. They're gone, but they have to be replenished from 0. Right, so that's the negative. All right. We did okay there. They didn't save a lot of them. They got 5 hits back, though, and we are not defensive, and we did not get our dice rolls. We should have got at least 1 more. And only 1 of them crumbled, so we got hosed on that dice roll, too. We are going to charge him from the side. There's only 1 skeleton knight left. So we'll... Did it not take it? It didn't take it. Great. Good job, Eric. Sure. Try to make the most of those hits. Probably should have put it on somebody else, but... because they don't get a lot of hits. Got 5 hits. We only got 2 saves. Again, we're not hitting our averages. And they haven't had huge dice rolls, but they've hit the average, and we've been consistently under average. See, look at that. We lost. We're going to reroll the test, but we made it. We made that one, but we're down to 1 guy. I'd almost rather break. And look how many people we've lost so far. If we finish this, though, maybe that ends it. Maybe that'll get him to break. Routing this turn. Don't think it matters. No charges. Because it's still the end of the turn, right? So we still have to survive to the end of the turn. So like I said, I think I would have preferred to break last time. Yeah, you're not going to be in this fight while it matters. 4+, 6 to 8. They got 2 extra hits out of that. Hey, we got a saves. Nice. So did they. But it doesn't matter. The fight's over. We were just trying to get out without losing too many more people. Unfortunately, lost 1 more Lancer, which is going to be difficult to replace. But victory is ours on the first map. And again, like I said, we're down a bit. We're down a bit. We got some money out of this. I'll take the money here. I think we got to go replenishment everywhere else, though. This is similar to my victory last time, where I got through, but my numbers were never. I could never keep my numbers up. You know. We'll have to take a look, see if we can find an easy way through this one. All right, where's the nearest tent? One of these directions. So that's 2 fights. And a random, or 2 fights and a random up to a shop. And then a fight and a tent. Fight, random, store. That's not too bad. If we go the south route, I think that's okay. This looks like it's almost identical. We have an extra tent on this side if we go north. We get here, if we know we need healing, we could go there. Otherwise, we could risk this. Honestly, this is a bit of a risk for the final one because the odds are we're not going to get anything spectacularly better than what we already have. We're just more likely to lose people like we did last time when we lost a couple people before that fight. But I think I'm going to take the top bit, but we'll do that next time. Excuse me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time with the second act of Soul. Cheers.